Good day, this is John Fry, and today we're going to look at a Google Docs task inside the Google Level 1 Practice site. So when you go into tasks, you'll click on it and it looks like you're going to copy a document. So let's go ahead and make a copy of this. If you want to change the title, you can just go up and click on the title and delete what you want and put in what you'd like for that. You also have the ability to change how big it is. We also have the font and the size of the font, bold, italics, and so forth, and your indentations here. Today we're just going to go over what kind of basic things you can do with Google Docs in terms of manipulating it, and just follow the directions through this document itself. So let's go ahead and find a little bit more about Google Docs by just following the directions. So number one is to go to Edit and choose Select All. So Edit, and let's select all. And you'll notice that right now everything on the page has been selected, and we're supposed to change the font style and size to something we like better. So I'm going to go from Architects to, I like XO2, and I like 12. You could also do Arial 14 or something else that you'd like. And then it says rename this doc by replacing copy of with your name, which I have. And then it says open these two docs. So I click on here and open that doc. And this is a Google Practice SAMR model article. I'm going to go ahead and open the other one, Google Level 1 Doc 3, which is an article about personalized learning. They're pretty good short reads. So right now it basically says I'm supposed to cut and paste using the Control-C and the Control-V keys to copy the second paragraph of each doc and paste them into this doc. But I'm also supposed to create subheadings. So if I go to the end of this sentence and I click Enter, and then I use the tab, that's how I can get a subheading. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the first doc, document 2, and find the second paragraph and highlight that. And then I'm going to hold the Control key and hit C and go back to my original and make sure it's there, and Control V, and now it's been pasted in. You notice that once it was pasted in, automatically a 3B comes up. If it doesn't come up, say this happens and you're right here, you can just hit enter and B will come up that way. And let's go to document 3, find the second paragraph, and we'll copy that paragraph, Control C, come back to the main, make sure it's there, Control V, and so forth. So that's looks pretty good right now. We're going to go to Wikipedia, dreaded Wikipedia, and find teacher. And we're going to choose a short paragraph to insert at the bottom of the doc. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new tab and type in Wikipedia to search teacher. So I can either do this or this. So, all right, and this is a little rundown of what an educator is. We're supposed to copy a short paragraph. So this looks like a good paragraph. Paragraph number 2 right here. And go back to our original doc, and we're supposed to put it way at the bottom. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, come down here, Control V, paste that. Let's go back up to the directions again. Insert a footnote from the Wikipedia internet source at the end of that pasted paragraph. All right. Right here is the actual website that I'm looking for. So I can Control C, copy that website, and I can go back to the paragraph at the bottom. And this is where I want the footnote. So I'm going to insert and then go to footnote, click footnote, and you'll notice that it's created a footnote, and now I can paste the website right here. That's one way to do a footnote. Just hold on a second here. There's actually another way to do a footnote. We can actually click the Explore button over here and search by taking this site and putting it over here and searching the web right here, and you'll notice you can see this little quote here, cite as footnote. If I click that, it does actually a little bit better job than what I did. But either way is completely acceptable. So that's just a kind of a cool way to use your Explore button. If you know the website, you can go click open the Explore button, find it that way. So that's pretty neat. All right, let's go back up and look at number 5. I'm supposed to insert a picture of my favorite animal and resize it to make it small. So let's start with that. So I'm going to go ahead and click Insert and Image. And it says here that I can pick any image I want. So I'm going to go ahead and search the web. And I'm going to type in dolphin. And here's a dolphin. I like that one too. So let's pick the first one. And I'm just going to drag it, grab and drag, and let go. And there it is. It's huge. It's pretty much knocked out all the text. So I can resize it by clicking on it and making sure there's a box around it. And I can grab a corner and pull it into the lower right and make it a little bit smaller. There it is. Also, it says here that it is inline currently, and I need to change it to wrap text. So here's inline wrap text, and we also have break text, and then we also have options of what to do to the image itself. But basically, the difference between inline and wrap text is that wherever the picture is inline, it'll just stay at the end of that sentence, and it'll make a gap between that and the next sentence, where if you click wrap text, you'll notice that the text will be wrapping around it, and it looks a little bit different than it did before. It's kind of fun, but you can move it up and down and the text will shift around it. So we're going to go ahead and just keep it right there for right now and move it to the right. So we did. So now we're supposed to make this document shareable. We're going to share the document with Bedford ITRT, and then make them an editor. That's important. So we're going to change the sharing rights. Right now it's private to me, so I click on that, and I'm going to paste in Bedford ITRT, and I'm going to go ahead and make them an editor and click send. All right, good. That has now changed to more than one person. I'm also supposed to assign a comment to the following 2 people in the same comment box. So what ends up happening is it says highlight a portion of the Wikipedia article and click on the comment box. When in the comment box, type the @ symbol. All right, so we can do that. And these are the 2 people. So we have Bedford ITRT and Jonathan Fry. So, and it says also don't use Wikipedia. All right, so there's a lot going on here. So we're going to go ahead and go down to the Wikipedia article, and we're going to highlight a part of the Wikipedia article right here. Then you'll notice on the right hand side there's a comment box. So let's click that. Oh, it left. There it goes, sorry. And I need to do the @ symbol first, and I need to type in Jonathan Fry at Bedford. And then I can hit enter, and I also have an @ symbol for another person, Bedford ITRT as well. Then I need to enter. And if I had more people to assign this to, I could just keep doing the same thing again and again. But eventually I'm going to want to tell them, don't use Wikipedia. Don't use Wikipedia. I need all of this in the exact same comment box so that these 2 people get assigned this statement. Oh, I didn't spell Wikipedia right. All right. And I go ahead and click assign to Jonathan Fry. It will also assign it to Bedford ITRT as well, and then I click assign. Now what's really interesting is I already shared the document with Bedford ITRT, so it's already been shared, but now it states, do you want to share it with the second person? So I do, Jonathan Fry, and I only want it as comment only, and I click comment. Perfect. So now I have those 2 people assigned as well. So let's go back up here. So we did that. We did number 7. Let's go look at number 8. It says use the Omnibox to find how many liters are in 5 gallons. Erase this statement and paste the answer here. So what an Omnibox is basically just the address box, which also acts as a search bar. So I'm going to go and find how many liters are in 5 gallons. Click open a tab, paste that, hit enter, and see what it has to say. Well, you'll notice it actually has a conversion right in the Omnibox. So it's 5 gallons equals approximately 18.927. So my job is to get rid of this and paste the answer right there. If you want to learn more about the Omnibox, there's another task which kind of goes into more detail about that. And that says here, share the document with your instructor or digital coach as view only. I'm going to go ahead and pick a person, my friend Ronnie Giles. There he is, and I'm supposed to pick him as viewer only. I'm going to go ahead and click send. Good. Now, what's really interesting at this moment, we've done a lot today. We've learned how to share appropriately with people. We've learned how to create a footnote. We've learned how to assign documents. We've changed the formatting, the font size and style. We've also learned how to use Control-C and Control-V to copy and paste different documents and bring them into this document. We've also learned how to insert pictures as well. That's a lot. At this point, that is the official requirement of the task of this activity. So you can stop the YouTube video at this moment, or if you'd like, you can continue watching while I go over the learning stretch part of the activity. We're going to go ahead and look at the optional learning today, and we're going to learn how to take this big huge URL address and we're going to make it into just one tidy little 4-letter hyperlink. So we're going to learn how to hyperlink in this document. So what I'm going to do is I could either like highlight this or I can just click on it and go to the actual website, but either way I need to highlight the whole URL first. And you notice there's this little copy link. You could do that. You can click that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this away and just leave the letters TLDR. So let's do that. All right. And now you have TLDR. I'm just going to highlight TLDR and I'm going to click Insert, and there should be link right here. And this is where I Control-V, paste that big link, click apply, and now TLDR is a hyperlink. Makes it a hyperdoc, and now that will go to the website just that by you doing that one thing. Now, what's really another really interesting thing is we can actually create a clickable, manipulatable Google drawing inside a doc. And what basically I did was I said insert drawing, and then I clicked new, and then I created this. And what ends up happening is when you create a copy for every student or adult, they can manipulate that inside. So basically you want to double click on this, and now I can create, or I can grab and move these different blocks where I need them to go. Then I hit save and close, and they will automatically stay where I move them to. So that's kind of a neat little thing inside Google Docs if you want to create a drawing inside of a Google Doc to show some sort of manipulation. It's really good for like maps and so forth, but that's on a different video. So if you want assistance with learning how to do this more, I can reference you to a different video. Another really interesting thing is how can you change the color of the paper. So right now it's automatically it's white, and we're going to go ahead and click File, and down here is the thing called Page Setup way at the bottom, and you'll notice that there's a couple of different things. Like right now we're portrait, you can change it to landscape, you can change the margins, but right down here is page color, and it's automatically white, but we can change it to any color we want. We'll click blue, and the whole thing is blue. That's really neat, and you can do that for any color really. It's kind of neat. I'm going to go ahead and change it back. And then you can also create a new folder in Drive from here to put your materials in. So what you would do is, instead of creating or clicking on the move, you can click the move, and right now it's in your Drive. There's this new icon right here called new folder icon. You can actually click on the new folder icon right now and make a new folder, John's new folder. And when I'm ready to create the folder, I click the checkbox, and now the folder is empty. It's new, but as soon as I click move here, this Jonathan Fry's Google Docs task directions will move to that new folder without ever having to go out to the Drive to create a new folder. You can do it from here. That's kind of neat. This is the end of the extended version of and the optional learning version of Google Docs. If you have any questions, please see me, Jonathan Fry, or your digital learning coach if you'd like to go over more details about this task. Have a great day.